Alright, welcome back to Elite and Dangerous. Second video of the series. There's going to be plenty more to come. Let's start the game. Okay, here we're given options to either do open play, solo, or a private group. So that's pretty interesting for those of you who want to roll with a co-op or solo. Do bear in mind that this will still require an online connection because you're going to get updates to the entire galaxy of the game consistently from their database. So you'll want to make sure to remember that before buying the game. But it doesn't take very much transfer rate. Let's go to open play. I actually want to be part of that galaxy. Alright, so there it is. We're given a ship. We're starting off of station. We get no cinematics, nothing. It's just get in there. Alright, let's look for... Let's look at the starport services. Alright, so this is a home contract. These are bulletin boards. We start off with 1,000 credits from Commander Lightpillar. And this is the UI. You're going to be learning the game with me because I haven't actually gotten this far. This is all new to me. This is the first time I'm starting the game. The actual game. Not a training video or anything like that. Top 5 LHS 3447 bounties, huh? So this is your news pane here. And we have refuel 10% unavailable, refuel all, repair all, reload all, okay. And in the middle it'll tell you about your ship, how much you need to repair, what your hull's at, your fuel tanks, your reservoir. Okay. Finally we have contacts over here. Like what? What kind of contacts? No criminal records, so you can pay a bounty if you actually get to land. Local security offices. Right. Combat bond contact. Alright, so there's none of that here. Let's go back. Repairs. So here you can repair the different systems of your ship that could receive damage. So that's pretty interesting. And these are subsystems. So at any time your frameshift drive, for instance, could get damaged and you'll have to repair that. Or your pulse laser will be damaged, your left one, but your right one won't. You know, so it's pretty modular in that way, and that's pretty cool. I wonder if you can actually target different subsystems. That'd be interesting. Now let's look at the outfitting. This is the ship that you start off with. You start off with 2 lone pulse lasers, left and right here. And empty utility mount, huh? Buy and equip. Okay, so let's see what we can put inside these utility mounts. Chaff or chafe, I've heard people say it both ways. Launcher, so signature tracking defense when deployed causes gimbal and turret mounted devices to lose lock. Requires ammunition. Hey, that's pretty interesting. In case you're unaware, gimbal weapons are basically weapons that can track and lock onto a target, and it'll basically aim for you, but you have to keep it within a certain cone. But as you can see, there's a countermeasure against that rather than actually using manual fire weapons. And then there's electronic countermeasures, which these electronic countermeasures, they're missile and torpedo defense. They cause affected ordnances to lose lock. And then of course we have cargo scanner, so you can see what people are carrying, if there's any illegal goods, or if there's any stuff you want to actually take from them. If you want to be a pirate, you're going to want one of these, because you're going to see if they have anything valuable in their cargo hold, and you're going to be able to either tell them, hey, drop your cargo or I'm going to blow you up. Or you can just go right ahead and blow them up. There's the frameshift wake scanner. It can calculate the destination of a hyperspace jump by analysis. So if you are said pirate and you actually want to see if the person gets away and you want to see where they're going so you can intercept them, there you go. This will give you that information and you can actually find them and track them. If you're a bounty hunter, where you hunt other players, you'll want to use that frameshift wake scanner so you could follow them. So that's pretty cool. That's nice immersion there and options. Then there's, of course, what's the difference between this cargo scanner and this cargo scanner? I guess it's the scanner range. This one has an 0.800 power draw, while this one has a 1.6, but it gives you a scanner range of 4 kilometers, while this one's 3. And then there's a kill warrant scanner that incorporates real-time communication with multiple law enforcement networks to obtain all issued bounties. Nice. So if you want to be a bounty hunter, definitely pick that up. It's expensive, but you'll be able to get your stuff, instantly. All your bounties. And then there's a frame shift wake scanner, another one. What's the difference between this one? This one's, again, this is a higher ranged version, but with more power draw. And again, another one here for the cargo scanner. And then a kill. This one has immense power draw, but I don't get it. It's not like if it does anything. Maybe it scans the cargo hold even faster. Who knows? So kill warrant scanner that incorporates real-time communication. Okay, so it's the same as the other one, but I don't know why. I don't know exactly why it has more of a power draw, what the benefits are. But there you have it. There's different options with that. Oops, hit the wrong key. And then there's another utility mount. I guess that they're the same exact things, except that they give you 2 options of what you want to place. I can't afford anything, so we're going to avoid that for now. Let's go to internal. Lightweight alloy. Okay. I guess, is this the armor plating? Yeah. Lightweight, reinforced, military grade, mirrored surface composite, and reactive surface. So there's a lot of different options here that you have for your ship, as you can see. We're not going to go over all of them because that'll take too long. And I'm not really too familiar with the systems in place right now to be able to really give you a good commentary on any of it. But suffice it to say that there's a lot of stuff you can change. And maybe, I'm not exactly sure, I may be completely wrong here, but it seems like you can grab even the starter ships with enough funds and actually modify them to be competitive with some of the later ship designs or some of the higher ship designs. Which would be actually interesting, because if you enjoy this ship, hey, maybe you can bump it up in power to at least be somewhat competitive. Now, I'm sure there's always going to be, your restrictions. It'll always be hard beat by something bigger, but hey, at least there's something there. Outfitting, and then there's universal cartographics. I don't know, I abandoned saying that. I know cartographer, but I don't know what that is. Cartographics. I don't know. So I have no data for that right now. Sad me. Okay, so is there anything that I can actually buy from the station? If so, where is the buy menu? Let's find that. I guess it doesn't really have anything, so let's just launch. You're going to have to do this pre-fire checklist. I'm assuming only once. You're not going to have to do it every single time. But it's pretty easy. Just follow the controls on there and press it for a few seconds and it'll actually go through. So let's roll right. Roll left. And then we're going to yaw left. Or yaw right. Then yaw left. Thrust right. And then left. Up, down, throttle up, throttle down. Then landing gear test, weapon deploy test. Actually, I hit the wrong one. That was target ahead. That's deploy weapons. Primary fire and UI focus. There we go. We're set to go. I actually heard that this game has voice commands, so I can say left or right or 1 or 2, I think, and you'll get similar results to this right here, where you could see where it goes like that. So I'm actually going to look into that so I can put the game together with that. What's that over there?
Ship released. Engines
Okay, so the ship is released. Remember, you want to be able to call Roger Nilsson.
landing gear
You're
retracted.
going to want to retract that landing gear, pull up to a safe degree so that way you won't bump into anything. And finally, we're going to go ahead and just take off. Now, as to what you're supposed to do, well, this is actually a pretty big sandbox-based game. Like, as you can see over there, there seems to be some asteroids or some rocks, maybe mining debris. Mining-capable debris that we can actually do, so right now, I have absolutely no idea what to do. The game just drops you here, and it's now telling you, hey, go. Go figure something out. Go do something with yourself. So, what we're going to do is lock onto these things. What is this? High energy FSD wake. Okay, so that's where I would use the wake scanner. I would use it on that, and I'd be able to determine where the players went, or NPCs. You know what? I'm pretty interested to see what that is over there. The one thing I have to tell you is when you're starting this game off, allow your curiosity to lead you. And also, you know, what you plan on doing. Right now, well, we have to find a station because this game really just drops you out there. Alright. No, not cargo scoop. Cloud not
Cargo
scan.
scoop retracted.
Frame shift cancel. Cloud not scanned. Needs scan.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Okay, there we go. It was because I had that weight detector and I needed to scan it with that one scan, and then from there I'd be able to follow people.
2, 1, engage.
Okay, now we're in system travel. From here, well, the galaxy is your sandbox. Enjoy the game. I really like that. There's no hand-holding. My mind just seems like right now I can do anything, go anywhere. I mean, I may have an objectives list that I may have missed, and I'm just being stupid, but it certainly seems... Oh, look at that. There's something moving down there. Is that a player? But certainly there's an option for me to just fly out there, go anywhere. So let's just fly out here for a second, and because that could be light years away for all I know. Oh my goodness, look at all the things moving on the map. Look at that. I can zoom out here. Oof. That was a player, I think. Or somebody traveling. Alright, so let's pick a star system. Right there. Let's go to it. I don't want to exit. Now I wonder, are those players moving about? Because if so, that is absolutely fantastic. Too fast to exit. Okay. Alright. That works. I just want to see what this system is. So let's just go. Two contacts lost, 2 contacts gained. See how close I can get. Okay, we're exiting hyperjump, or not hyperjump, super cruise. Right now, it would take me 1.2 days to be able to get there. $14 hours now. And if you adjust your pips for your engine to get maximum power, there you go. That is absolutely fantastic how I can just travel from one system to another. And do remember that the planets actually rotate, they orbit, just like they do in the real world. You know, they have their own path. So this planet isn't a static, always sitting there locked. No, it's actually going to spin, and it's going to have a day-night cycle, and it's going to be able to actually move. And if you're wondering, can you land on the planets? No, not yet. And the space stations, you can only dock with them, as you saw me do on the previous video and how you saw me depart on this one. However, they are working on adding planetary landings and also station landings. So you'll actually be able to go in there, walk around, explore, use a Doom buggy as David Robin, I hope I got his name correctly there, had stated. So, and the development team constantly keeps mentioning that. So that's actually something very interesting that they'll add to the game, which will make for really opening up the galaxy to truly be your sandbox, as opposed to other games. Well, it's just a backdrop, and it's always sad to play a space game. Like if you've ever played the X Rebirth, or not X Rebirth, oof, I better wash my mouth after saying that name. But if you ever played the X Beyond the Frontier and X2, X3, what was that one called? X3 Reunion and X3 Terran Conflict and Albion Prelude, all those series, they're cool. You can go through many stations, but one, you have to jump and load between stations, and two, or systems, and two, you really can't go to any of the planets. So it's really a shame. Okay, so let's see if we can actually pull up anything on the scanner here. Remember, a player can just come over here and kill me. So, navigation, Worledge Terminal. There seems to be a station there. Yapping Enterprise. You know what? Let's set a destination. Lock and Super Cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Alright, now we're gonna head there because it seems like it could be a station where we can pick up some goods and then fly to another station and try to sell it. We're pretty far distance off, so we'll speed up our engines here so that way we can actually get there quicker. But yeah, in this game, you're gonna notice that a lot of people are they recommend, if you look at the left of the screen, you see where that blue meter is? They recommend that you go about that speed and follow it. But, no. At least when you get within the blue distance range. For now, though, we can just speed it up because that's actually quite a distance away. It's 56 light seconds. Let's get over there. When we get there, we're going to actually see if they offer any goods, and we'll buy it up, and we'll see where we can actually sell it at to turn a profit, so that way we can start upgrading this bad boy and maybe get into a new ship in the future. And I overshot it because I'm going way too fast. Nope, never mind. I didn't. I actually want to get an exploration module so that way I can go out to different star systems and explore them and sell that for credits. Be an explorer, you know? There's plenty of systems to go around for everyone. And that's one thing I like about this game. There is no null sec, low sec space. The entire game is just the universe. That's all you need to worry about. There's nobody going around yelping Care Bear and none of that stupid stuff. Alright, so we're approaching the station system. Let's see how close we can get. But patience, remember, when you're first starting off, do have patience when you're arriving. You don't want to be overshooting targets and having to swing around constantly, because then that costs you more time than it takes you to actually just take the safe approach. I have to remind myself of that constantly. Okay, so we're getting there. Safe to disengage. Oh, did you see that over there? Can I actually approach that? To the left of the screen? Alright, here we go. Disengaging. If you notice that there's a little bit of a lag there, or not a lag, that's actually not lag at all. But if you notice there's a drop in frame rate, some stuttering there. Even though I have the game on a solid state drive, still it is requiring it to load a lot of data there, so... Oh, did you see that? Somebody just got blasted. Oh my goodness. Poor guy. Can I search his wreck? Orca. Reminds me of the orca that you find in EVE Online. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the station. Contact them. Yapping Enterprise. Request docking.
Docking request granted.
Okay, you better. Things won't end well for you. Like I can do anything to him. All I can do is yap. Maybe I should be the leader of the Yapping Corporation. Alright, so this is the first real docking that we're doing. What? Which one does it want me to land on? It just gives you an option when they're all empty? Proceed to landing pad 1. Okay. No, it doesn't. It just didn't have it. Yeah. Alright. Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, let's go down, not up. Oh, look at that. You gotta admit, that was dead on accurate. Whew!
Docking successful.
Perfect!
Engines disengaged.
Wow. That worked out really good. Okay, so let's look at... Let's enter the hangar. I think that it's required that you enter the hangar in order for you to be able to trade goods. Or purchase goods, so we'll see if that's the case. I'm not exactly sure. Remember, we're learning here. I like the atmospheric effects that they put. Feels really solid. So we can look at their starport services. Yapping Enterprise. So fitting. Okay, so there's munitions, bulletin boards, contacts, outfitting, shipyard, commodities market. Here we go. So let's see what they sell here. This is the menu. We have the goods, the sell, buy, cargo, the demand, the supply. So their demand is actually quite high for explosives. So if we could find a system that provides the chemicals, explosives, then we can actually sell them here, and they have a very good demand for it. So we'll have to remember that. Yapping Enterprise, explosives. As you can see, there's no demand for hydrogen fuel. However, consumer items, foods, legal drugs, beer. You heard it here, folks. Beer, liquor, and wine. It's legal drugs. So we can consume responsibly. Mineral extractors. Okay, so industrially produced gray goo micro devices that are injected into minerals to separate specific constituents from mixed ores along grain boundaries. Extraction sites that utilize mineral extractors in their processes are significantly more efficient. I don't know why I read that, but hey, there it is. There's the information. I like that little bit of immersiveness. Okay, so the only thing that I'm wondering is, okay, so this is high demand, medium demand. Now, is this their demand, or is this the demand? Oh, okay, so yeah, this is their demand, and then this is their supply. This is why they don't actually... This is why they don't have a demand for hydrogen fuel, because this is what they supply. So maybe we could buy some of this and then find a station that'll actually provide us with what we need. Okay, so really this is a manufacturing plant for hydrogen fuel. And also cobalt, gold, palladium, silver, bauxite, bertrandite, and coltan, as well as all these other minerals. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark down some of these things so that way I can actually sell to market, buy from market, so that I can actually sell it on another station. We're coming up to 30 minutes of the video, so this is a good time to leave it off. I'm sorry that it wasn't exactly a action-packed filled episode. You can't really expect that on a game like this that's pretty simulated on the first episode, but don't worry, we're going to be getting into some action here soon enough. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and buy and sell a few commodities, try to get my income up there, and then we'll look for some low-level challenges where I can actually get into some fights and maybe make some money that way. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this first look at Elite and Dangerous, and that it was informative in any way, but there's more to come, so stay tuned and you won't miss a video. Alright, I'll catch you on the next one.